So there's something to be said about the mindset when it comes to buying items, treating yourself, or just anything that costs you money. And the thing is, most people have this very poor mindset. Now, I'm not saying poor as in like it's a bad mindset, you think of negative thoughts all the time. When I'm saying poor, I'm saying it's always too expensive. They can't afford things. When I have the money or when I get lucky, right, then everything will magically change. And the truth is, it's never going to happen. You're always going to be stuck in a poor mindset because that's what you've been conditioned to believe your entire life. Unless you come from affluence or people that they understand how money works, or they understand, the laws of money and how to properly think about it. If you're coming from just a regular, middle class life, you probably, hear the old adage of, a penny saved is a penny earned. Don't waste money. Always put money away for a rainy day. Don't overextend yourself. All these things that we've just been conditioned. Don't take on any debt because debt's bad. It's the worst thing you can do. You'll never pay it off. All this poor mindset really keeps you there. And one of the main things, and I'm going to give you two ways that you can fix this. The first one is one of the main reasons that you have a poor mindset is because that's what you've been conditioned to believe your entire life by base who you're hanging around with. It's your associations. You hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6. You hang around 5 multimillionaires, you're going to become the 6. And it's the way they think. It's the way they interact. It's the way they process thoughts. And you may be thinking, well, I don't have access to these type of people. Well, that's absolutely wrong because you're in the age of the most connected world in history. Pull up your Instagram, follow, affluent people, follow their YouTube channels, adopt their thinking, their habits, their behavior. What are they doing? You can really change the way you think, because I could tell you right now, if you're thinking that your family's best thinking, or your mom or your dad or brother or sister, name that person, is going to get you where you want to be, a hint is look at their life, look at their lifestyle, look at their bank account, look where they live, look at what they own, what type of conversations are they having. If they're not having the type of conversations that are going to propel you forward, if they're talking about people, if they're talking about movies, if they're talking about gossip, if they're not doing anything and they complain, but they want to change, but then the remaining hours of the day when they get off their job, they're sitting at home on the couch or on their phone looking at social media and nonsense, not doing anything to better themselves, you're probably looking in the wrong place, and you're probably going to be asking the wrong people for advice, especially when it comes time to investing in your own business, starting a mobile app. They're the wrong people to ask because they're going to say, oh, that's too risky. That's not going to work. You're going to waste your money. Businesses fail. Why can't you just be happy? Why can't you just be comfortable, right? And one of my favorite ones is, money can't make you happy. My answer to that all the time is, well, you've never had enough money to know if and what will make you happy, right? So how do you even know what will make you happy? I could tell you this, the more money you have, the more choices you have. Just because you look at numbers on a bank account doesn't mean that does anything, but it gives you choices, it gives you freedom, it gives you options. So you have to watch who you're hanging around and connect with people that are going to propel you in the right direction so you can change and shift your thinking about money. So that's number one. So get out of the poor mindset of people you're hanging out with. Hang around people that are doing things you want to do and reach up. I keep saying that, always reach up. So that's number one to fix a poor mindset. The second one is buy something out of your price range. Okay, now this may sound crazy or irresponsible, but I'm going to tell you the feeling you get when you put yourself on, out on a limb, right? You put yourself out there like, should I really do this? This is a big purchase, this is, I might max out my credit card, or, I might use my savings to do this. If it's something you've never done and it makes you extremely uncomfortable, but it's a well thought out planned decision. Now, I'm not saying it has to be perfect. I'm not saying that, because people twist the words there and they'll say, well, you said you go make a purchase I'm uncomfortable with, but I didn't really think about it. Or ask my friends and family. You said not to ask them. What I'm saying is, you make an educated decision. You don't just make a decision on a whim. So, for example, you want to build a mobile app. An educated decision would be why don't you do some market research? Look at type of apps that are out there like yours. How are they doing? How are they performing? How much money are they making? What type of feedback are there? Is it a feasible idea? Is it a pie in the sky concept that no one's going to want? Okay, that's what I mean by making an educated decision. Okay, but if you look at it, you can ask yourself, are there people that have this type of app? Yes. How many? Many. Okay, great. So you sought proof. You know people are doing it. You know it could work for you. Now all you have to do is find how yours can differentiate and pivot. And now you've made an educated decision. So when you pull that trigger, you know you've invested something that can never go bad. You've invested in yourself. You plan this. You put yourself out there, and that's another way to get over this poor mindset is put yourself in a position of doing things you've never done before, all right? Because that's going to get you thinking differently. It's going to make you act differently. It's going to make you seek knowledge in a new way because now you put yourself in an uncomfortable position because guess what? The things that you want, everything you could ever want out of life are outside your comfort zone. Nothing that you have right now, I can promise you, is satisfying. You have it, you've gotten into a routine, and that's it. Now I will tell you this, if you're the type of person that likes being in a routine and do not like taking risks, our company's not going to work for you. I can tell you that right now. We work with action takers, we work with people that are go-getters, people that are not afraid to invest in the business. They made an educated decision and say, you know what, I need to launch my app now because of the tremendous upside. So that's another thing. So number one is you want to make sure you manage your associations. It's okay to have family and friends and love them for who they are. I'm not saying that's wrong, but don't take business advice from people that don't have the level of success that you want. Don't ask them about business. Don't ask about investing in an idea. Don't ask them about starting a business. They're not going to give you the advice you need. They want to keep you where they are because what happens as soon as you start doing these things, and it's going to make them feel like they're doing less, and they don't want to feel like they're doing less, so they're going to try to reel you back in because it's not about you, it's about them, right? So don't look there. You need to reach up, and I can guarantee you that people are living the life that you want, have successful mobile apps. I can tell you right now, they'll look at it in hindsight and say, absolutely, it's the best decision I ever made. I'm glad I did it. I wish I did it quicker. Okay, I promise you that. And then the other side is make a purchase. More importantly, invest in your business, even if you're uncomfortable, because the best thing you're betting on is you. You're investing in yourself, in your work ethic, your commitment. And when you invest in a business, you have an opportunity to multiply your money many times over, especially when you work with a team like ours that has dedicated designers, developers, project managers, that can help take your project and blow it up, right? That's what we're best at. Not only mention that, as you take the time to invest in your idea, we have more resources available that can even get you there quicker. Because one thing we look for people that we work with in our program to get them get the funds they need for development costs, we look at, have they put any skin in the game? Have they spent any money on their idea? Because when people haven't, or it's just an idea that they had maybe yesterday and they don't, drives me crazy. Like, I had an idea yesterday and they haven't done any market analysis, but then when it comes to money, they're like, well, no, I don't want to invest any money because X reason, I'm scared, or I want to see how it does, I'm not confident. That's not going to work for us either. The immediate disqualify, okay? Because we need people to come to us and say, yeah, you know what, I believe my app idea, I know it's going to do this. I'm comfortable taking this risk because I'm investing in myself, okay? So you got to make sure that you do that, and you got to make sure that you're confident in your idea, because those people have put some skin in the game. They come with us, increases your chance of getting an offer from us to invest more in your app idea so you can go that much faster, okay? So again, break the poor mindset by two ways. Change your associations and make an educated business decision to invest in something that can multiply your investment.